4-0 it would finish in the end as we take a look at the stats in this one. Girona had closed the gap somewhat on Real Madrid with their win this weekend, but Real Madrid have said, oh no, you don't get that close just yet. So it is back to 7 points now as it stands. But Barcelona and Girona do still have things in their hands, although it definitely seems as though Real Madrid, things really are going their way this season. And it was important to get that win today as well after back-to-back draws in all competitions. Meanwhile, at the bottom end of the table, right now, Celta are surviving that bottom three spots. Obviously didn't get the win today, but that win against Almeria last time out was very important for them. Now, with this one out of the way, they need to focus on putting some more distance between themselves and the drop zone. Julien was watching the game with us today. What did you make of it in the end, Jules?
Well, I mean, we predicted, we said 3-0 win with Shaka. I think we got there. It was maybe not perfect football-wise in terms of the content of the game from a Real Madrid point of view. We mentioned the 2 own goals, the set-piece first goal as well. The Arda Guler is probably where the headlines are going to come, I would expect, from the Madrid newspapers tomorrow, because he's had such a tough season. I think there was a lot of hope when he arrived because of everything that he showed when he was in Turkey for such a young player. The technical ability, the flair, the creativity, all of that. And then the injuries really have ruined more or less his first season. And you saw in the celebrations how much, not just he meant to him, but all his teammates. Rudiger was shaking him, saying, yeah, finally you're there now after all those tough weeks of being injured and being on the sidelines, all of that. So I suspect the headlines will be a lot on Arda Guler, and rightly so. And as Shaka said, it's a lovely, lovely goal. But overall, an easy evening for Real Madrid.
So that's definitely a youngster who will be taking the headlines. But what about 38-year-old Luka Modric? You mentioned it. His delivery on those corners. We saw the golazo against Sevilla as well, making the difference. And what a difference he can make for Carlo Ancelotti.
Absolutely. And what an option it is for Carlo Ancelotti to have. As you rotate players, give some a rest, and you're able to call on somebody like Luka Modric. Not just a bit part player, but who steps into the role that's asked of him. Delivery from set pieces was absolutely key for Real Madrid today. While I stand by Celta Vigo did not defend those set pieces at all well, Luka Modric and his deliveries and certainly the physicality of Rudiger was the big difference. Carlo Ancelotti insists that Luka Modric is an important player in this squad, and you see why.